Do you see this plant? This plant is you. You see how it looks half dead? Adding ornaments, adding decorations is not going to change the fact that it's half dead. Okay, let me experiment with the lighting. Hold on. Is this better? Oh, this is better. This is way better. Okay, let's continue. Hi! If this is your first time here, I'm Shmaya, and I hope this feels more like conversation than content. I wanted to make this video because I caught myself planning who I want to become for like the 2026 rebrand, but then I realized it definitely is going to take a lot of internal work. So I want to talk about why you need a mental health reset before you can actually dive into your 2026 rebrand. Because let's be for real, if you're burnt out, anxious, or disconnected from yourself, a new routine is not gonna save you. Real change does not start with your Pinterest board, it starts with your mind. Rebrands are seductive. They make us feel productive without doing any of the uncomfortable work. Like, can we all be real with ourselves and each other for 1 second? Getting new socks, getting a new purse, getting this, getting that, buying new clothes is not going to change anything. This is actually retail therapy. Okay? It's not gonna help. It will help once you secure the foundation first. If your foundation looks like this, and then you buy new socks, what is that gonna do? It's just like the plant from earlier. What is putting new socks on a dead plant gonna do? And listen to me, I love a good haul. I love a good haul. But when I look at the last 6 months of my life, it was so chaotic. I was doing retail therapy, I was buying things, and now that I actually think about it and I want to do a genuine rebrand, it's like, what is this money doing? This money was like putting money on the wound. That's not a band-aid, that's not real. You're just dressing it differently, you know? Like, it can be self-care. Retail therapy can be self-care, but buying new clothes, a new planner, a new this, it's not gonna truly help. It really isn't. But it's like, yes, buy eventually. You can buy eventually. If the socks are a part of the rebrand, get the socks. But don't just get a bunch of things with hopes that it's gonna truly transform you into a different person, because you're still the same person underneath all of those new items if you don't do any self-work. Like, a lot of people are romanticizing the change, but they're avoiding the healing. Just kidding. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. We are one of the same. Look at me. Get the journal out, okay? I have 2. They're sisters. These are my sister journals. Get them out. Get them out, okay? Start listening to podcasts. Get the journal, okay? We need to literally reset our bodies. Imagine this is like, I don't know, some type of device, and it's low-key not working properly, okay? Buying a new phone case. Okay, I'm not doing this analogy again, but you understand. Like, let's write our thoughts. Let's get everything out on paper. And we are in this together, okay? We are gonna open this up. We're gonna get to writing, okay? Like, I promise it will help. Literally, just open it up and be like, what do I not tolerate anymore? Who do I want to become? What a part of my personality don't I align with? Who do I want in my life moving forward? Things like that, you know? All the rocky stuff, we got to get that gone. If you are already in 2026 or going into 2026 feeling overwhelmed, unsure, anxious, you don't need to reinvent yourself yet. You need to come home to yourself. Like, to be real, get honest with what you are actually dissatisfied with. A lot of us romanticize this change. A lot of us say we want a new life, an easier life, but we can't exactly pinpoint what's wrong with our current life. I realized if my mind isn't okay, no version of me is gonna stick. Doesn't matter how amazing it is. How are you supposed to live a glamorous life if your mind is not glamorous? Honestly, let's ask ourselves, like, is our 2026 rebrand to escape our old self or our current self, or is it to actually progress? Because there's a difference. If you're just doing it to escape, you're never going to feel better. It takes building the foundation. What we all need to do collectively before jumping into our Pinterest boards, our vision boards, you know, like this new life that we've made for ourselves and that we want to achieve, we should honestly take at least a week or two to just process everything. No distractions. Process attitudes that we don't want anymore, our lifestyle, like genuinely. Because if you're still in your current mindset and you're trying to jump into your Pinterest board, how are you going to know where to begin? It comes from within. Like, change that comes from self-hate or a lack mindset is always going to collapse. I think another thing that is very, 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 very important, and I can't stress this enough, and is something that I am going to really do moving forward, is we must learn how to be alone. A lot of people's rebrands are rooted in self-hatred, especially those who have gone through a heartbreak or a loss. I went through a heartbreak and it literally rocked my world. You don't understand. Like, when I was in a relationship and I was doing my own thing, I felt secure, even like going out by myself. But once I became single, it started to feel weird because it's like I'm single and alone doing my own thing, you know? And it's like, if you don't feel 100% content with yourself, you're never going to feel fulfilled, because you have to live with yourself every single day. You know, going through things like this can make you question your own self-worth. Like, am I good enough? Why don't they like me? Why am I experiencing so much loss? What is wrong with me? And the answer is nothing. Nothing is wrong with you. So literally, at the end of the day, it needs to start from finding yourself and returning back to home. Your body is your home. And sometimes you can feel alone in your own home. And if you can't feel good with that, nothing will ever make you feel good, you know? Like, you are your home. You, yourself, like, if you don't have anything, at least you have yourself. And if you don't even feel comfortable by yourself, nothing will feel good. Not even the 2026 rebrand. And if this felt like a conversation that you liked, you enjoyed, please stay. Please stay for the ride, because there's going to be more. I have so much more to say, so much more to talk about, so much more to share, and so much to learn, honestly. And I feel like this would be a great community, which I'm super excited for.